Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front. A leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go out ahead, whereupon the others follow, not realizing that all along they are being directed from behind. It is better to lead from behind and to put others in front, especially when you celebrate victory when nice things occur. You take the front line when there is danger. Then people will appreciate your leadership. A good leader can engage in a debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing that at the end, he and the other side must be closer and thus emerge stronger. You don't have that idea when you are arrogant, superficial, and uninformed. Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. I have always believed that exercise is a key not only to physical health, but to peace of mind. A fundamental concern for others in our individual and community lives would go a long way in making the world the better place we so passionately dream of. One of the most difficult things is not to change society, but to change yourself. Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. I am not truly free if I am taking away someone else's freedom, just as surely as I am not free when my freedom is taken from me. The oppressed and the oppressor alike are robbed of their humanity. There is no such thing as part freedom. Freedom is indivisible. The chains on any one of my people were the chains on all of them. The chains on all of my people were the chains on me. Our march to freedom is irreversible. We must not allow fear to stand in our way. There is no easy walk to freedom anywhere, and many of us will have to pass through the valley of the shadow of death again and again before we reach the mountaintop of our desires. Only free men can negotiate. Prisoners cannot enter into contracts. I have cherished the ideal of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. We know too well that our freedom is incomplete without the freedom of the Palestinians. It always seems impossible until it's done. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. I never lose. I either win or learn. What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others that will determine the significance of the life we lead. Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. Live life as though nobody is watching and express yourself as though everyone is listening. There is nothing more important in life than giving. Tolerance is forged when people look beyond their own desires. Overcoming poverty is not a task of charity, it is an act of justice. We must use time creatively and forever realize that the time is always ripe to do right. No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin, or his background, or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. Courageous people do not fear forgiving for the sake of peace. A good head and a good heart are always a formidable combination. It is said that no one truly knows a nation until one has been inside its jails. There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children. I dream of an Africa which is in peace with itself. To deny people their human rights is to challenge their very humanity. We must strive to be moved by a generosity of spirit that will enable us to outgrow the hatred and conflicts of the past. We must therefore act together as a united people for national reconciliation, for nation building, for the birth of a new world.